And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Another video. I got this Ford Excursion. A customer reached out. Well, actually, it was a referral. The customer has this nice Excursion. It's in really good shape. Has a full system. And the original plan was the customer said, okay, I want to replace the remote controls on my alarm because they have a old school code. No big deal. I said, well, they first said they want a remote. Then we changed it to, why don't we just replace the alarm? And then the customer came in and says, well, my Bluetooth on my Kenwood radio isn't working correctly, and they were using this piece, FM transmitter, to Bluetooth on FM to play music and all that stuff. So I said, why don't we just stream it all? So let's pull the alarm, put a brand new system in there. We'll do like a simple Viper because it's old school, no thoughts about it. Comes with 2 remotes. We'll put a brand new Kenwood radio in that has Apple CarPlay and wireless, and then we'll do a new USB here. Well, that way you can just plug in the phone here, or you can do wireless. So it'll be a nice little Kenwood, really good radio for the customer. And then I noticed when I was looking at it, I said it's got a sub. It's got a JL sub in the center console. And we flip the top up and you can see it in here. You can see the sub in here. And then I said, okay, before we get started on the car, let's see what amps you got and see what I got to do as far as that goes. And then I looked at it, and man, like the install is just it's just not nice. So I talked to the customer. They're gonna leave it for a little bit longer. We're gonna clean up all this wiring and make it look like it's supposed to look in here, provided, you know, because the amps aren't mounted. The wires are just ran any old way, which they could have did a better job. I mean, it's not bad wiring. It's kind of funny because it's got a wire here. I don't know if I want to chase that, but I got to chase some wiring to make it look good and look professional. So we just got to figure it all out, get it all dialed in, get it so it's not flopping around back here, you know, and tighten up the wiring. And if they're going to do ground here like that, we're going to fix that. That's just terrible. And then I don't even know where this ground goes. So we do have some work to do, you know, to clean up all the wiring and then go from there. But I gotta get some parts. I gotta take the radio out. I gotta pull the alarm. I gotta start by also fixing the microphone here, because they mounted the mic. Oh, it fell down. They mounted the mic right here versus in the A-pillar. So we're gonna start by taking it down, and I'll show you what it looks like once I break it all down, and then work back from there. Stay tuned. So got part of the truck back, a part I should say, and they ran a split loom like to right there. And then there's also wires in here that I don't know where they go to. Like they were terminated. I wanted to just taking them out for the customer. I've also pulled the alarm. The wiring on the radio is not horrible. It's definitely old school, but we're also gonna get rid of this fuse holder because it's held in by a zip tie. We'll make some kind of mount and pull all this wiring out, pull this old school loom out. I mean, it's relatively new because it hasn't degraded, but we'll do something nicer for the customer. So once I get more apart, we're also going to replace the camera because, like I said, this radio is an old school radio, and the camera is just as old and fuzzy. And I looked at it after the fact, and that's where the camera's mounted. It's right there. So yeah, I looked at the wiring. So we're going to clean up some of this wiring, pull that camera, get a new camera in here, and get this thing all cleaned up and get it back to the customer tuned. It may take a couple days, but it'll be right when we're done. Also, they also did some wiring here, which I'm trying to understand it. Like right there. I wonder if they actually did solder on here. No, they just twisted it. So it's a good thing I took it apart, because there was no solder on these wires. They just basically twisted. Ooh, excuse me. So the wires are there. They're not soldered. Just gotta go through it and fix everything that's in here. I might even have to go into that door and fix that wiring too. I'm not sure yet, but we'll take it apart and keep going. So this truck might have been done by 2 different people, because if you're gonna run RCAs, don't put barrel connectors on them to extend them out. Just try to get longer RCAs. And The other side has butt connectors. Things do one side the same way as do the other. That's all you gotta remember. It's not complicated. Car ID was not complicated. So we got some wiring fixed here. We fixed the wires here. We ran brand new wires down here, on the sides. Cleaned up all the stuff. Everything's soldered in the dash. Gonna be connected. We just have to put everything together. So we still got to do amp rack. We still got some wires to clean up. It's coming along pretty good. I got to put the panels back on here, on this panel, and get the car back together. So got this Ford Excursion all done. We did an alarm in it. We did a simple Viper alarm. Remote controls up there. Put the mic up there. Moved everything from here. We upgraded to a new Kenwood touchscreen. Actually really nice radio. It's got adaptive touch. It's one of the best Kenwoods out there. Doesn't have a CD player, but it does a lot of cool things. We put that USB in for the customer. That way they can charge their phone. We also went through, we wind up replacing the camera to just a simple camera right here for them. Then we wind up redoing all the amps because that was done really badly. So yeah, we went through, redid all the amplifiers, made a rack for it, cleaned up all the wiring, readjusted it, tuned it, went through Kenwood's radio, retuned that. We also redid the fuse holder here. So now the customer has a fuse holder mounted, unlike before. Let's play a song, see what happens. Car's a wrap. Customer's gonna pick it up tomorrow. It's all washed, it's ready to go. So stay tuned for the next video. This was a very simple one. It wound up being, it was supposed to be just a radio, an alarm. I wound up cleaning up all the entire install and then retuning everything and then checking phase and then making all the hardware because I couldn't let the car go that way. It just had to be nice. All right, see you on the other side.